Joining me now is the Daily Express Royal reporter Pandora Forsyth and News Corp columnist Angela Mollard. Ladies, stunning photos and footage from the Royal Christmas at Sandringham. Pandora, can you run us through the proceedings of the day?
Yeah, so everyone has all their eyes on the royals in the UK on Christmas Day in particular, with people queuing for hours to get a glimpse of them and perhaps hand, well, Catherine this year, flowers and chocolates to the children in Sandringham, which is on Sandringham Estate. It was particularly popular this year, as you noted, Caroline, at the start of the programme, about just what a year it's been for the royals and how it could have turned out so differently. So this year, the crowds really did come out to get a glimpse and perhaps have, a few messages of hope for them, which they certainly did. In fact, Catherine at the end there, as you can see in the footage, was actually caught up in so much conversation that William and the children were actually waiting for her to get down. So this happens at about 11 a.m. And then the pre-recorded King's Christmas speech happens at 3 p.m. But of course, this is a private time for the royals, away from the cameras. They will go back and they'll have a private lunch and celebrate the day. And of course, on Christmas Eve, they have that wonderful tradition of opening all their presents then. So it's a really special time for everybody in the UK, but I'm sure extremely poignant for the royals this year in particular.
And Angela, what was particularly notable for you about this Christmas and perhaps Princess Catherine, the way that she ended 2024?
Yeah, look, I thought there were a couple of messages in there. One, the number of people that offered notes to the princess. Clearly, people had sat down and written messages to her, and I noticed that. I thought that was very unusual. Usually you don't see that as much. So I think the public, as you mentioned, many of whom had waited overnight, really wanted to connect with her in a very genuine and personal way. I thought there was also tremendous unity, everything from the green that Camilla and the Princess of Wales were both wearing. That's no accident. Everything is designed. Everybody knows what everyone else is doing. And I thought that was super interesting because it showed a solidarity within the royal family about how hard they've been working. But I also think as this year came to a close, what I really took from it from 2024 was how the royal family navigated this crisis. It's an entirely different crisis to the Prince Harry crisis, and how they used both social media and legacy media to make their points, and particularly with social media, really owning their own story. Of course, there were a couple of hiccups when, of course, the photoshopping scandal earlier in the year with Kate. But at the end of the year, what I'm thinking is that they've really got their messaging sorted out. They really know what they're doing, and the use of social media, particularly to transmit the messages they want, is excellent.